All right, everybody, we're here. We're at Base 31, Hangar 6, and I'm with Stacy Mayfield of Haas Museum. Mm-hmm. How's it going today?
It's going great.
What brings you to Canada?
This is our second year participating, and we have been asked to judge the entries for Best Motorcycle Build.
So we're going to have, how many bikes are in there?
There were 41 entries. There's a lot more bikes than that in there, but 41 that entered.
And we've already done our judging?
No.
No?
We're in the process of it. I've got my eye on a few.
Okay, cool.
But it'll be announced probably around 4 o'clock.
Well, I know you guys are out of Dallas, but what's been your experience here in Canada thus far? What's your hot take?
The weather's beautiful. I'll take it any day over Texas.
Yeah.
It's been truly wonderful to be in 70-degree temps.
Well, pretty good turnout today with the crowd. I mean, I didn't know what to expect because, I'm very familiar with north of the border as such and turnout for the motorcycle scene.
I think it's a great turnout. We were here last year. Obviously, it was in a different location, but they've really stepped it up this year, and I'm impressed. Alex and the guys at Flying Squirrel, everyone's done an amazing job.
Well, and I didn't realize that how little events there were for them up here. Like, obviously Sturgis isn't so far, and so I've met a lot of great folks from Canada that come down to Sturgis every year, but I didn't know that they just didn't have any festivals, events, rallies. So this is kind of a first of its kind.
It is,
yeah.
and they're doing it right. I don't see them going anywhere but up from here.
Well, and I hope they didn't set the bar too high because they've seemingly spared no expense for what a traditional rally might have. They got the Wall of Death, they got the stunt shows, they got all the bikes inside. And you guys actually shipped up a bunch of bikes last year, didn't you?
We did. I think it was, I don't remember how many, a lot. And we had Jay here and Christian Sosa and Jay Shia was here. We had a good time.
Yeah. Well, so is this going to be a return trip next year?
Sure. Why not? I mean,
Why not?
It's been a lot of fun. We've developed some great friendships with these guys, and we're happy to support them and to be a part of it.
Well, and then so give us a little behind the scenes. What bikes are we eyeballing? I won't air this until after the contest has been announced. But who are you looking at right now?
I'm not going to tell you that.
No, you can't even tell me right now.
No.
All right.
Because I need to get back in there and look a little bit more. So.
Well, what's your general criteria? Like, I go off of how many cup holders I see. How many beers I can fit in the side
bags.
There you
go. That's important to some of us. From my point of view, from the museum's point of view, it's all about the stories. It's not just about the bikes, it's about the stories. And, the passion and the grit that these guys put into building these, it's always important to think outside of just what the bike looks like and the components of the bike. I've got my eye on a few that have compelling stories as well, and I really appreciate the builders that took the time to write out their stories and give me their heartfelt feelings about their bike, not just how they built it.
So we're looking at the bike just as much as we're looking at that little placard. I want some deets. I want more than the bullet point what the build was. You want some heart.
Right.
Okay.
Craig will be talking more about the mechanic side of things, but for me, it's more about the story.
Okay. Well, all right. Maybe it's time we get Craig Rod Smith. Is that right?
That's right.
One and done. Well, tag you guys out. We'll talk to him for a second, see if we can get some more secret deets.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
and
you.
We'll see you out there.
Sure.
That was it.
Yeah.
Now you stay there. I'll come your side. Mix it up. Yep.
That's a great little setup.
It really is fantastic. I have a much bigger version, but this does the job fantastically well. That's for you.
Inside or outside, does it matter?
It doesn't matter. All right, guys, we are still here. Craig Rod Smith coming up from the Haas Museum in Dallas, Texas. We are still at Hangar 6, Base 31, and we're talking details on bikes. What are we looking at when we're judging a bike?
Well, I like, obviously the craftsmanship and, geometry, engineering, that sort of stuff. But I think the biggest thing for me is imagination. I'm not locked into a single style of bike necessarily, but I like to see people outside the box use some imagination. Whether it's an obscure engine or okay, now you've taken a plain Jane engine, common engine, and you've turned it into something different. That's what I like. Outside the box.
A little more personality.
Yeah.
You want to see the person in the bike, not just OEM parts.
Right.
Got it. one for those not in the know. Give us a little background on who you are and why you have such insight.
I don't know if I do have insight. I just have an opinion.
You got time. You got time.
No, I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm older than I look, probably, and I've been doing this for over 40 years.
You don't look a day over
Careful. I'm 63.
42. Oh, wow.
No, I've been doing this for a long time, and I race GP for a while. I race Speedway back in. I'm originally from Australia. Lived in Chicago for 30 years. Did a lot of building there. And then came and joined the Haas team at the museum. I have my shop at the museum now.
Cool.
So the last 10 or so years of my bike building is, I've got this thing about bare metal. Everything, nothing's painted, everything. I like the raw.
Patina.
Like, not so much the patina, because I polish the shit out of everything. And, but it's like I do all this aluminum bodywork and metalwork, and it's like I don't want to hide it with paint.
Right.
And it's just become my style, I guess.
Well, is that something that we're going to seek out on a build? Is to see that like they didn't cover it with, they exposed the blemishes and/or.
I think that's part of it, but I think there's still some, the paint in itself is art.
Yeah.
So I don't discount that just because it's painted.
Well, so given that you have spent a fair amount of time in the industry, this is a first event here of its kind in Canada, and then for Flying Squirrel, how are they doing?
This is fantastic. We came last year, and it was pretty impressive. We brought a lot of bikes up from the museum, and unfortunately we don't have any this year, but this is incredible, this location. At first I'm like, well, we've flown to Toronto, drive a couple of hours north. I'm like, oh, this sounds like a pain. It's so worth it. It's really worth it.
Yeah, I'd say so, and no complaints about the weather.
Well, it's cooler than Dallas, so everyone here is like, oh, it's so hot. No, it's like I've been living in Dallas for a while now, and I think it was 104 when I left.
Coming across from, we came up from Michigan to Toronto, and then Toronto over here, and Toronto over here was like high 60s.
Right.
And I'm like, aren't we in August? I'm coming from Florida, the
Right.
same. And so they're like, wow, this weather. I'm like, it's chilly. They're like, no. We don't use that word here.
Yeah. What does that? I lived in Chicago for 30 years.
Yeah.
Now transplanted to Dallas, so it's the same thing. It's like, you forget how much cool. But this weather, it couldn't be better.
It is incredible.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well, I won't hold you up from any last-minute judging that needs to go in, and I do believe the contest is announced at 5. Is that right, Stacy?
I think 4.
That's what I said. 4.
Yes.
All right. Well,
What's the time difference?
That's it. I'm pretty sure it's still the same for you.
Well, we came from Dallas. It's an hour later.
Well, good luck to all the contestants in there, and may your judging be ever so impartial.
Thank you, Sam.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. That's it, gang.